Alright, so going to show you a little bit about the probe here, and I'm going to start off with this UNC probe because it's a little sturdier. I also have some of these color-coded probes which work really well, but sometimes they're a little bit harder to work with around this gummy fake gum tissue, but I'll try to show you one of these as well. I think that these are much easier for students to learn with because they're just easier to see, but our students, we have them use this UNC probe in their instrument kit because this is what the REB and the credit exam requires them to use. So we just start them off with this from the very beginning. Okay, so the probe is, these are 1 millimeter increments, and I tell students it's like a ruler, and this ruler is going to basically just measure the depth between the margin of the gingiva to the junctional epithelium, which can be anywhere from 1, 2, 3 millimeters in a healthy mouth all the way to diseased periodontium, 6, 7, 8, and so forth. So 6 readings per tooth: distal buccal line angle into the distal, straight buccal, and then mesial buccal to the mesial, mesial lingual to the mesial, straight lingual, and then distal lingual to the distal. And we're going to record the deepest reading in that particular zone that we're going to be in. So we always start here at the distal buccal line angle, making sure that we always have the probe, the tip of the probe touching the tooth. Because if we go in and we're just having that end of the probe working around there, floating around there in this sulcus, then we're going to perhaps distend the pocket, or the wall of the sulcus, but definitely get an incorrect reading. So the tip of the probe goes in, okay, and we go all the way until we feel a little resistance, which is the junctional epithelial, and then we're going to be using a walking stroke to take ourselves into the straight distal, under the contact, and you tilt to get under the contact, okay, so that you can get that accurate probe reading. And you have to tilt because we have to get underneath the coal or the contact of these two teeth. Not doing so, or not giving it the proper tilt, is going to give us an incorrect reading. Too much tilt, definitely incorrect, and not enough definitely will give you incorrect. So it's vitally important that you recognize and understand the anatomy of the tooth that you're probing so that you'll know the appropriate tilt and know when it is that you need to stop. About it's about 20 grams of 10 to 20 grams of pressure. Any more than that is probably going to cause some trauma. So after we get that distal reading, we pull out, go back to where we started on the distal buccal line angle. Again, making sure that we're hugging the tooth, not a lot of space between the tooth and the probe, but at the same time, just a slight amount of tilt that's going to get us accurately. And we want to do small, about 1 millimeters length, a walking stroke, because the floor of the junctional epithelium or the sulcus can oftentimes be uneven. So what we're going to do is take the deepest reading, and if you're getting a uniform 2 or 3, then that's what it is, a 2 or a 3, whatever it is you're getting. And then pivoting and getting yourself appropriately up into the mesial contact, okay, and then giving you the tilt that you need for your mesial reading, okay, and then pull out. With the premolar, again, we're going to start here at the distal buccal line angle. walk it into the distal. And under the contact, under the cold there, give it the appropriate tilt. Pull out. Here. Give it the appropriate tilt. So, I don't know if this visual is going to be enough for you to see what it is that you're trying to see. I didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare for this, and I know that there's some things that I could do better to make it a little bit more, a little easier for those that are going to view it. Anterior teeth. Let's start here with number 6. And I'm just trying to get an accurate view here. I'm going to go in at the distal buccal line angle again. And go in and go under and give it a little bit of tilt under that contact. Pull out, go right back. And walk and give it the appropriate tilt. Start there at the distal buccal line angle and walk your way, small increments. Okay? Being sure that when you're going in, that the tip of the probe is always touching the tooth surface. Okay, so I'm going to send this to you, and I'm going to let you look at it and see what you think as far as technique. I think if given the opportunity, I would like to work on this a little bit more and have my lighting, or have somebody maybe hold this for me, because I'm doing this by myself, and I think what I'm doing is I probably would need somebody to hold a camera. I've got this thing strapped onto my chest to hold the camera so that I could make sure that I see what I'm doing, because a few times I've looked up and I think the tooth is totally out of the range, and so that's not going to help you too much. But I'm going to send this to you, and you're going to let me know what you think, and I can work on this a little bit more. But yeah, so I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks, Karen. Bye.